In this video, I'm going to be showing you my 3DS game collection plus what's on my 3DS. Now, if you would like to see my old 3DS game collection, the link will be in the description below. Now, when it comes to my 3DS, for the most part, I am all digital. I do have a couple of physical games, but the only reason I own those physical games is because I didn't know they actually sold full retail games in the eShop. So before then, I did buy my games on physical until I found out they were selling them on the eShop. And the games I own on physical are Pokemon Y, Fire Emblem Awakening, and New Super Mario Bros. 2. Now, let's get started. Now, for the first part, I'm going to be showing you my indie games and my retro games. And then I'm going to be showing you all my physical games or all my retail games. So, in my indie folder, I have a couple of games. I have Gunman Clive. Now, Gunman Clive is a 2D platformer side-scroller game. It is a very good game. I have actually beat the game. It is a fairly good game. Now, they did just release Gunman Clive 2, and Gunman Clive 2 I actually never played, so I can't really tell you how it played. It's probably just more of the same game if you love Gunman Clive. Now, a little thing to note is, Gunman Clive is actually a multi-platform game. They do sell this on iOS and Android, so if you don't have a 3DS, you can actually play it on your cell phone or your smartphone. The next game I have is a Kirby Fighters Deluxe. Now, as you may know, Kirby Fighters is a mini game in Kirby Triple Deluxe. If you own Kirby Triple Deluxe, there's really no reason to buy this at all. Basically, what Kirby Fighters Deluxe is an improved version of Kirby Fighters. You just got more stages, more abilities, a boss battle or something. It's really not worth it because Kirby Fighter Deluxe is $7 or $8. As a standalone game, it's really not worth it. But I don't really know why I own the game. It's basically a Super Smash Brothers ripoff. You have like 4 Kirbys fighting against each other with different abilities, and that's pretty much all you do. It does get very stale. There's not as much customization as Smash Brothers, so I would pretty much stay away from this game. The last indie game I have is Shovel Knight. Now, as you may know, Shovel Knight is a phenomenal game. Now, Shovel Knight is a retro-inspired game. It takes stuff from Mario, Mega Man, DuckTales, things like that, and puts them into its own game. This game is an amazing game. So if you haven't bought it yet, you can buy it on 3DS, Wii U, I think PS4 now, Xbox One, and yeah, pretty much everywhere now. It's pretty much multi-platformed at this point of time, and this game is amazing. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. The only reason you can be disappointed with this game is if you're not into retro style games. Other than that, it is a perfect platformer. Definitely worth the money. The next game the next category is the retro section, and here's all my retro games. The first game is Mario Golf, and to be honest, the only reason I own Mario Golf is because when I was a kid, my very first Game Boy Color game was Mario Golf. If I didn't own it when I was a kid, I probably wouldn't buy it. But as a golf game, it's a very good golf game. It's just, I'm not really into sports games a lot, so that's the reason I probably wouldn't have bought this game. But it is a pretty good golf game. Probably not the best Mario Golf in the series, but it is an okay Mario Golf game. And then I have Four Swords Zelda. And the only reason I own Four Swords Zelda is because they actually were giving it away free in the eShop. And that's the only reason I actually own this game. Other than that, I have not played this game, and I probably will never play it. It was just free, and I thought, why not? And the next 2 retro games I own are Kirby games. And as you know, or may not know, I am a big Kirby fan, so I have almost all the Kirby games, and to take all the Kirby games on the go is just awesome. Now the last section will be my retail games on digital. Now I have 11 in total, and one being on physical in the actual system. So that brings me up to 12 games I can bring around at one time. So anyway, let me show them to you. Now, New Super Mario Bros. 2 is a physical game in my 3DS. It's not on digital. I would love to put this on digital, but since I already own it on physical, it's kind of redundant. The only reason I would put this on digital is if the eShop had this on sale for like maybe $15 or $10, which is probably never going to happen. But if it does, I'll definitely convert it over to digital. I do still play this game, and I do think it's a very good game. The next game I own is Super Mario 3D Land. And it is a very good Mario game. It's almost 100% perfect on the new 3DS XL because of the 3D effect not going blurry anymore. The one cool thing I love about Super Mario 3D Land is that 3D Land has bite-sized stages. They're maybe 1 to 2 minutes long. They're not that very long. So you can play a couple levels, put it down, play a couple levels, put it down. It's good for long road trips or bus trips or things you don't have nothing to do and you just want to pick up a game and not have to worry about long text or something like that. It's just a very easy pick up and play game. So that's one reason I love Super Mario 3D Land. I have beaten this game about 10 times. I still do play, and it is a very good 3DS game. Donkey Kong Country Returns, just a very hard Donkey Kong game, but still good, just very hard. I do love Street Fighter, but I only picked this up for $5 on the eShop, so that's the only reason I own this game, because I do already own this on other platforms, and I really didn't need to bring it on the go, but for $5, you can't beat that price. The next game I own is Mario Golf World Tour. Of course, me buying a Mario Golf on Game Boy Color, me playing it as a kid, I had to get another Mario Golf game, and believe it or not, this is my second most played 3DS game on my system. I do play the crap out of this game. It is a very good golf game. Not the best 3DS game, but it is one of the best ones. And as you know, I'm not a big sports fan, so that really tells you a lot. I don't really play sports video games a lot, and that tells you something. This is a very good game to play. It has one of the best online experiences you can have. You can make custom tournaments, you can make communities. It's just all around a very good golf game for the 3DS. Definitely go ahead and pick this up. You will not be disappointed. It's a very good game, believe it or not, even though it's just Mario Golf. I was pretty surprised how many hours I've already clocked in. I think on my 3DS, a bookmark or whatever that app is called, I've already clocked in over 125 hours on this game, so that really tells you something. And if you want more Mario Golf, there's even DLC for this game to top that all off. So if you want more courses, more characters, definitely check out the DLC. Very, very good game. The next game I own is Mario Kart 7. Now, Mario Kart 7 is my third most played 3DS game. I still do play the crap out of this game as well. It is a very good on-the-go handheld racing game. Good arcade fun. You can't go wrong. Very good game. I still play it to this day. Even though I own Mario Kart 8, there's just something about 7 I keep going back to. I think it's the retro tracks on this game. The retro tracks are one of the best in the whole entire series, in my opinion. I love the retro tracks on here. They have some of my favorite retro tracks to date on Mario Kart 7. Now here's a Kirby Triple Deluxe. One thing Kirby Triple Deluxe did right is the 3D. A lot of the stages take good effect of the 3D. They really went creative on the 3D effect on this game. So it is good for a 3D. If you're looking for a good 3D game with the 3D turned up, you won't be disappointed with the 3D. And it's very kid-friendly. Resident Evil Revelations. This game's a pretty good game. The only thing I wish I would have known is that this game on the eShop is very beefy. It comes in at around 4 to 5 gig. So if you're trying to go all digital like me, then I would probably try to get this on physical cartridge because it is a lot of memory. 4 to 5 gig on a memory card is a lot. It is a very beefy download. But other than that, I do like the game. And it does use the new circle pad on the new 3DS XL. But I just wish I would have had it on physical. Now, Fantasy Life is my #1 most played 3DS game to date, at least at the current moment. I don't know if anything's going to be beating it for a while, but I do play this a lot. Fantasy Life is an RPG game. It's made by Level 5, the same company that brought you Professor Layton. One cool thing about this game is you can actually choose between like 5 or 6 different classes at the beginning of the game, but once you get into the game, maybe around 2 to 3 hours, you can actually switch jobs on the fly. So say you're, I guess, a fisherman and you want to become if you want to become a swordsman, then you can go ahead and switch your job at any time. You're not tied down to one job throughout the whole game. You can switch jobs on the fly. Well, it's not really on the fly. You kind of have to go to this certain spot in the game, but you can still switch almost at any time you want, which I do love about this game. You can try out every job to your pleasing. A Zelda, A Link Between Worlds. Now, the next 2 games I'm going to be showing you, A Zelda, Link Between Worlds, and the next game I both just bought 20 minutes before this video, so I have not had a chance to play them. Now, I'm not really a big Zelda fan, even though I am a Nintendo fan. I'm not a big Zelda fan. I have played A Link to the Past, and I have played Wind Waker. I beat both of those, and I honestly must say I am a fan of the more 2D, top-looking Zelda games instead of the 3D games like a Wind Waker. I did love Wind Waker, but something about me just screams top-down 2D Zelda games. I just love the top-down view. It's just an amazing view for me. You can go ahead and argue with me, but I just love that top-down 2D Zelda view. And I have not picked this game up yet, so I said, hey, why not pick this up? Because these 2 games I'm showing you are actually on the E3 Nintendo Mega Sale. They're having a sale on the eShop right now, and the games are like 35% off. So now's a good time to pick up games you have not picked up yet for your 3DS. And the last game I have to show you is Yoshi's New Island. Now, I know a lot of you probably don't like this game or really don't care for it. Despite the reviews out there on this game, I actually like this game. Even though I haven't played it yet on my 3DS, I actually played a demo version, and they had 6 levels for you to demo, and I actually tried it out, and I actually liked the game. I will admit, though, it is not as good as the Super Nintendo version of Yoshi's Island. The original one was the better one, I will admit, but being on the 3DS, it still is a very good game, just not the best in the series, but I do love this game, and I'll probably play it a couple of times through, like the rest of my games, so this is definitely a purchase for me. And before I head out of here, I would like to show you my themes on my 3DS. I do also have, before I show you my themes, I do also have Flipnote Studio, which I got for being a Club Nintendo member. And then I do have this demo of Super Smash Brothers, because I am a Club Nintendo member as well when they were up. So I got this a demo version, and it has unlimited tries. So I still keep it on my 3DS for some reason. Here's all my themes. I only have 2 themes on here. I have Kirby Craft Paper and Stars Yellow and Purple. Those are the only 2 themes on my 3DS. And anyway, peace out. I'll see you guys later in my next video. I'm out.